Hello, everybody. Once again, this is another elder coming to you with another video. Now, like I said, I'm not a professional speaker, so my producer may have to correct some stuff if I forget something or back up and that kind of thing. That's the first thing. The second thing is, this video is simply my opinion. I cannot prove anything. I have no proof of anything. If you want to do some research, you have to do it yourself. So this is my opinion as to how I see the world. Keep in mind, I call myself an elder. And the only reason I call myself an elder, it has absolutely nothing to do with wisdom or anything like that. I mean, after all, what do I know? I call myself an elder because of my age. I'm past senior citizen, so I call myself an elder. That's all it has to do. Now, getting back to what I was saying, the human race has gotten itself into a rabbit hole that I don't think we're going to be able to get out of. I don't think we're going to make it. We're going to need some help because of the way people are. But the rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper and deeper. So anything I say, like I say, it's just my opinion, anything I say has to do with what I consider current evidence. This is what we know so far. I mean, current evidence is not 100% accurate. It's not written in stone. It's just what we know so far. So the human race itself is in a rabbit hole. Now, when I say the human race, I don't mean the black race. I don't mean the Chinese race. I don't mean the Indonesian race. I don't mean the Mexican race and that kind of thing, because current evidence has shown that there's only one race, and that's the human race. So even though we call ourselves these other things, technically there's only one race, the human race. So when I say the human race is in a rabbit hole, I mean the entire human race, not just one or the other. I mean, we're all on a slow train to hell, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it unless something changes. Now, question, what has us in this rabbit hole? That's the question. What has us in this rabbit hole, and why can't we get out of it? Well, I guess part of it is due to human nature, but to me, the top spot is greediness. People are greedy. They're greedy. They want everything for themselves or their cronies. They don't want anybody else to have anything or very little. Men are greedy when it comes to the women. They want all the women, and women are the same way. They want all the men, or they want their cronies to have all the women or all the men. So they're greedy. They'll fight one another, and they'll fight you over their own personal greediness. But they're greedy. And to me, it might be human nature, which tells me that's the one reason we're not going to get out of it, because it may be human nature. People are greedy. And this is my list too. Make your own list, but this is just my list. Okay, greediness to me occupies the top spot. One spot below greediness, and this may sound peculiar to some people, is religion. I mean, people will murder you over their own personal religion. I mean, many of the wars that have been fought in human history were centered around religious belief. One group believes one thing and another group believes something else, and they go to war over it. Or one group says, well, no, God said this, or Jesus said that, or Muhammad said this, or Allah said that, or Lord Krishna said one thing, or Vishnu said something else, or the Buddha said something, and people go to war over that kind of thing. They go to war. They murder one another over that because of their personal religious beliefs. They have no proof of anything. It's simply a belief, but they'll kill you over it. They will kill you. They'll stab you in the back over that, or they'll ostracize you and not speak to you because your religious belief is different from theirs. So religion has us in this rabbit hole. Another thing that has us in the road, like I say, this is my own list. Another thing that has us in this rabbit hole is race. Of course, race has us in this rabbit hole. I mean, race is technically, as far as current evidence is concerned, race is the amount of melanin in your skin, because race is, they don't call it race nowadays. Some people call it colorism, what color you are. And that has to do with the amount of melanin in your skin. The more melanin you have in your skin, the darker you are. The less melanin you have in your skin, the lighter you are. And people go to war over that. I don't know how it happened and why it happened, but at some point in history, people began to equate the amount of melanin in your skin with your intelligence. How did that happen? They want to say that if you have a lot of melanin in your skin, then you're not as intelligent as a person who has less melanin in their skin. It doesn't make any sense. But we've gotten to that point. It's accepted now. And that's another thing that has us in this rabbit hole. Race. I remember talking about, I saw a video where Hitler didn't like the Jews because of their race. And I don't know, their people, and I said when they didn't like the Jews, the Nazis didn't like the Jews, I said, well, what the world did the Jews do? They're just human beings like the rest of us. What did they do? And some people say, well, they have a lot of money. And money is another one of those things I'll talk about in a second. Money, they have a lot of money. Well, heck, a lot of people have a lot of money. You got rich people all over the world, rich Chinese, rich Africans, rich Indonesians, rich Hawaiians, rich Englishmen, English women. A lot of people have a lot of money. That's no reason to hate somebody, because they have a lot of money. Even the Nazis and the Germans themselves had a lot of money. They say Hitler was one of the richest men in Germany at the time. Some people say, well, they tried to control everything. Well, once again, a lot of people try to control things. The Germans themselves were trying to control the world when the World War II happened. So you can't say the Jews are trying to control the world. I mean, the Chinese, the Americans, you name it. Every group is trying to control the world. There's an old rock song, everybody wants to rule the world. But a lot of people want to rule the world. That's nothing new. The Egyptians tried to rule the world. The Romans tried to rule the world. I mean, what did the Jews do? Anything different from anybody else? Or they'll say something like, well, the Jews have this funny religion. Well, to a lot of people like myself, all religions are funny. Feel good. In 1 minute they make you feel good, the next minute they're threatening you with eternal damnation. All religions do that. Even the Germans, Thor, Odin, they were mythology, but some people saw it as a religion. They all do that. So you can't say just because the Jews have a funny religion. Well, like I say, a lot of people like myself believe that they're all funny and peculiar. So race can sometimes be mixed in with religion and greediness. Okay. Now, another thing that has us in this rabbit hole, in addition to race and religion and stuff, is land. We got a war going on in the Ukraine now, and it's mainly over land. And here's another war going on since I first made this video, another war going on now with Iran and the United States. And that's mainly land and religion. Nobody's going to tell me that part of that war is not about religion, because it is. It's about religion. The Israelites are Jewish and they have their religion, and the Iranians, I guess, are Muslims and they have religion, and people are still fighting over that. And that's gonna take us to hell in a slow train, because people aren't going to give that up. So land ownership is not a bad thing, I don't think, but people get crazy over trying to own land. And here's a question I have for you. We got all these countries, over 100 different countries. And every country, people who live in that country say that the land beneath their feet belongs to them. The French say land in France belongs to the French. The Irish say land in Ireland belongs to the Irish. The Chinese say land beneath our feet belongs to the Chinese. The Africans say land beneath our feet belongs to the Africans. So everybody's trying to claim the land as their own. Now here's my question. Who actually owns the land? Who actually owns it? And how did they get it? Who owns that? Let me give you an alien thing. Say aliens came to Earth tomorrow and they want to buy this planet. They knew we have a money system, so they were going to offer us whatever we needed to buy this planet. Now here's the question. Who can step forward and sell this planet? Who has the authority to step forward and sell this planet? The Pope? The President of America? The President of China? The President of the Soviet Union? Who has the authority to actually sell this planet? Well, no one has the authority to sell this planet. Why? Because no one owns this planet. It was here when we got here. I'm not a religious man, but if there is such an entity that created the cosmos, then that's who owns the planet, the creator of the universe. We don't own it. We say we own it. We build on it. We cultivate it. But technically, we don't own this place. We only claim that we own it. So listen, my producer saying I've reached 10 minutes, and I don't like to watch long videos myself, so I'm trying to keep these short. So I'm going to say to this video, I'm going to end this video by saying stay curious, and I will see you on the next video.